Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here on the evening before the IAA. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz Festhalle. You know, 2013 is election year. In March, a new pope was elected. We also have elections taking place in Bavaria and Hesse, and on the federal level in Italy they almost had elections twice. Now at first glance, elections and auto shows have very little in common, other than in politics. Here at Mercedes you can test drive the candidate at great length before you make your decision. We also provide a guarantee in delivering exactly what it says in the prospectus, and if something were to go wrong, we also exchange things without any problems. No wonder Mercedes has a market share of 10% and is therefore the strongest premium party in Germany. But there are also things elections and auto shows have in common. Regardless of what it says on the outside in politics as well as in the auto industry, everybody wants to be just a little bit green. Sustainability is being talked about very often, but here and there, the old saying from U.S. politics applies: promises are like babies, easy to make, hard to deliver. Our withdrawal from fossil fuels is at least just as demanding as the withdrawal from nuclear energy, because in spite of any futuristic show cars, at the end of the day, it's still the same. 99% of all vehicles today have four wheels, a combustion engine, and are driven using fossil fuels. So my central message to you tonight is the following. In spite of some delays, the change is happening. It is rather an evolution than a revolution, a slow but steady change of self-determined mobility. And Daimler is a driving force in that. And we'd like to prove you that that's a fact tonight. Now, in order for you to understand that, we did something that politicians do not very much like to do. We took some of the pledges from the past and brought them here. And more specifically, we brought some research vehicles, starting with the very first one. In 1886, Carl Benz was rather pitied, then met with enthusiasm. But today, we know for a fact the first Benz was the pioneer. A pioneer for some technologies we still use today, such as the four-stroke engine or the electrical ignition. Now, the tricycle, however, didn't hold sway. Apart from that, the carriage without horses changed the world, unlike any other invention. Now, with the following research vehicles, the carriage was to be freed from two more things: emissions and accidents. Now, these are our two great visions, and in both areas, a lot of things have happened. 10 years ago, for instance, we presented this F500 to you. As a hybrid, the car could drive electrically over short distances and had a night vision device on board for the first time. This is no longer science fiction. This is the F700 from the IAA 2007. At the time, a luxury sedan consuming only 5 liters seemed illusionary. But today, the S300 Blue Tech Hybrid only uses 4.4 liters over 100 kilometers. And the pre-scan chassis from the F700 we now offer in the S-Class under the name Magic Body Control. Those who've experienced it will understand magic is not an exaggeration in this case. Now, this is the F800, and as to the question, if more than 80% of car accidents are caused by human error, how can you minimize these errors? And a solution for that is the partially autonomous driving. That is also available in the S-Class with Dystonic Plus. Now, this F125 with a fuel cell and 1,000 kilometers range is still part of our dreams of the future. But together with our partners, Renault, Nissan, and Ford, we take great efforts in trying to